welcome back. The show is still Breakfast Weekend on Impact Africa Television. Uh, you would agree with me that as people grow, times change, and the face of entertainment in Nigeria is growing as well. It is changing too. Uh, we had the disc jockeys, we had the entertainers all around, and then some people came on board and called themselves the karaoke jockeys. That business seems new in Nigeria. I don't think. Have you ever heard it before? Well, we'll be discussing that the business side of it. We'll be discussing entertainment generally and particularly focusing on karaoke jockey. To discuss that with us is a fine gentleman. I don't know if AY is crushing on him already. What? What?
Good morning, Mr. Shegun.
Good morning.
Have you on the show.
Mr. Shegun, you're most welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Okay, let's start from this angle. What is karaoke jockey?
So karaoke is an audio-visual entertainment, that engages the audience. So there's the lyrics, the instrumental, and then you become the singer. So for your favorite song, we give you a microphone, and then you become a star. For your favorite song, we don't give you the voice of the singer. So you become the star of your favorite song.
Just the instrumentals,
And the lyrics, the stage, the lyrics, and then you become the star of your own show.
Okay. What's your favorite song?
What's your concern? I actually like Apala.
Oh yeah, we have that too.
Oh, no, you don't.
We
Most
have
times, all these blues,
Oh no, we have it.
Of this world.
We have Inoro.
Inoro.
Yeah, we have Inoro.
Nice.
We have Vivid Imagination. If that's your
Vivid Imagination.
Oh yeah, we have it.
That's
Yes.
K1 the ultimate.
Yes, we have Pasuma's importer exporter. We have
Ah,
quality. So
okay.
because we make it Nairobi Entertainment, we make Nigerian karaoke. So we don't just use the tracks. We make the Nigerian. We do conversions, the synchronization, and all of that.
Prior to this time, it seemed like karaoke is something that was just small. It's like that side attraction to the major event. But now it's growing, it's becoming even the main attraction. People organize karaoke parties. That's what it's about. Even though before it was maybe swimsuit party and then side attractions, karaoke. What would you say has contributed to that growth in the industry?
Okay, so basically, karaoke came into Nigeria late 90s, early 2000s, and we experienced some growth. But then at some point, it started plummeting.
Okay.
And then the basic reason, which is one of the reasons I went into the business, is I noticed that there were not enough Nigerian songs in karaoke format. Before, if you wanted to do karaoke, just like the music industry generally, if you were in the parties, early 2000s, you had the likes of Shaggy, Craig David, and all of that. But now, in your events, it's Olamide, everybody's playing. You're playing Wizkid, you're playing Burna Boy. And it's the same thing for karaoke. If back then, all you had was the Craig Babies, the Westlife, the Boyz II Men. But now, you can sing, like I said earlier, you can sing an Olamide, you can do a Wizkid, you can do a Tiwa Savage, you can do a Simi. So it's the appeal has increased, just like the appeal for the Nigerian songs and the music scene. So basically, the growth of the music industry directly affects the growth of the karaoke industry. And that's why, and then, of course, the advent of karaoke jockeys. I like saying I'm the first and finest karaoke jockey in Nigeria. Before me, there were karaoke hosts, there were karaoke MCs, but there were no karaoke jockeys, So the work is different. What we do at Nairobi, what I do with karaoke is way different from what a karaoke jockey will do.
Okay, so at some point, when karaoke came in, it was popular like that, and then it went down.
Yes.
And what would you say was responsible for that?
So it's basically, it came in with only non-Nigerian songs in the database. So you had hundreds of thousands of non-Nigerian songs. But then how many times you want to sing Westlife or Breakable? How many times you want to sing Boyz II Men? You will sing it, you'll enjoy it, but the day you taste Nice and Two Faces Street Credibility is the day you will sing it every day of your life on karaoke. The day you try singing Two Faces African Queen, or you come and you're screaming at the top of your voice, you're singing Yeah by Burna Boy or Chinese. The day you start singing in your mother tongue is the day that you become addicted to karaoke. So that's like the advent. The growth started just over 3 years ago, and then we've been able to make a lot of Nigerian songs into the karaoke formats. We sell them. We set up at bars and lounges. Set up. Now we want to enter the phase where we set up at home, for people to sing right there in their houses. We have karaoke kiosks in public places, so you could pay something little and then sing.
How has it been? How have people been patronizing it?
Yes, a lot.
Your yes was hesitant.
Yes, intentionally, like I was explaining to her when we spoke earlier. Now, the way the business is there's an amount of money that people have in mind to pay for karaoke, right? So, which was what I was trying to explain. They have like X amount of money. This is what, because they still see it as a side attraction. So they have a small budget for it's a side attraction. So on that level, we have a package for those people. And then for the major events, for the big events, we have those very, very lucrative events. People that understand what karaoke is come out and then they patronize. So business is actually good in some, depending on how you choose to say it, but it's really good. And it's growing. It's growing very, very fast. I had trained a few karaoke jockeys, and they get jobs. They have their own venues that they host karaoke in around town, outside Ibadan, going gradually infiltrating Africa. So basically, it's growing, and it's growing very, very fast.
Okay. You want to say something?
Yes, I do. Okay. When you talk about making money, this is a business, definitely. You talked about selling stuff, karaoke, format
Content,
songs
yeah.
and stuff. But I don't know if a lot of people know that you can actually buy stuff like that. Maybe people who have the karaoke machines at home. But for people who just have the regular DVDs or the home theaters that don't even play whatever format it is you're selling, how do you publicize what you do to let people, first of all, know, okay, I can enjoy this? I think prior to this time, I've always thought to enjoy karaoke, you go to the bar or go to a club or something, that has that facility. How do you, because if we're talking about, it's entertaining, it's interesting, but if we're talking about it being a business and seeing it become an industry that would become something that is even revenue generating for the country in the long run, what manner of promotions are you doing for the business so that a lot more people key into it? So
right now, I have two answers.
Okay.
Number one is we are the word is courteous about how we publicize.
Okay.
For the big reason, which is copyright.
Okay.
We've been in discussions with Copyright Society of Nigeria for a couple of years, and we're still trying to develop a model that works for revenue repatriation for the artists that we use their copyrights.
Okay.
Copyright Society of Nigeria is aware that we exist.
Okay.
They know that we are doing this, and then we still talk regularly to say, okay, so how best, there are some percentages, how best does it work for the artist and all of that. Now, without that being sorted, we cannot go full-scale commercial. Now, second part is, if we go full-scale commercial, right now we don't have the capacity to deploy nationwide. So someone in Alaba can just, someone in Alaba can just pick up one of our copies, mass produce, and then we do the work, they get the money. And then not just us, the artists also lose. So we need to figure that part out.
Oh.
Now the second part is, like I mentioned earlier, we recently started a singing booth or a singing point where you don't have to go to the club or the lounge to sing. You can go to basically a public,
a kiosk.
Like a kiosk within an entertainment center in one of the popular supermarkets in the States, where you can go, sing, pay a token. You sing, you have fun. Yourself, your friends, make a video, you post, you laugh, you record.
But some people would argue, why do I need to pay when I can play a song in my house or with my friends and we can just sing and post the video? Why do I need a karaoke stand?
Because you've not tried it.
Karaoke
is experiential.
with so much confidence.
Oh yes, I'm 100% sure. Karaoke is experiential, and I keep saying it. It's experiential.
Okay.
The first day you experience it is the last day you don't believe in it. It's experiential. The first time you try it, I mean, at first you'll be very shy, I can assure you. You'll be like, no.
What if I stumble? What if I sing nonsense?
My voice is not good. I'm not the singer. Me, I prefer, but once you hold the mic, and you try a song you like, I mean, you will become a believer. It is 100%. It
Okay.
always works.
Okay. What would you say I need, or anyone looking at you right now, watching you right now, what would you say we need to become a karaoke jockey?
You need everything. You need to be everything. You need to be a DJ. You need to be an MC. You need to be a comedian. You need to be an usher. You need to be a dancer.
Wow.
You need to be everything.
Paint a picture for me. What is the average session? Let's say we're about to have a karaoke session. What happens? What do you do?
So, set up my database, ensure that the video connections. Oh, you have to be an electrician too, and the video connection. So you have to make sure all of those are up.
Okay.
And then I give you a list of songs that I have in my database. Most likely, maybe someone like you is around, you don't want to sing. So I'm making you laugh that, bros, can't sing now. I mean, you can sing this. Try it. And then you give me one. You say something like, you don't have my song. And I ask you, which song do you want? And you say Pasuma. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I have it.
Really?
Like, really? Or like you say, like, give me a run shot. Oh, I have it.
Oh.
You know?
Okay.
And then, like, it's a lie. And then I go and play just maybe a second out of it. And I'm like, oh, and then I keep playing it. I give you the mic.
Okay.
And then you're like, and then you start singing.
Okay.
And then before you know it, you're requesting, okay, so which other one do you have?
Okay.
And then after you sing, I give you feedback, depending on how interesting your singing is. I like making people laugh, but I abuse people a lot. But it's always fun when I do. It's always fun when I do, you know. In a show, people want to laugh. So you want to sing, after singing, depending on how good you are, I can tell you, wow, that was almost good, you know. You know, that was really, really close.
And then they
good.
want to impress you and pay
You
another.
know.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, I know what you're doing.
That was just, I mean, you could have just, I mean, and then sometimes, people sing, people bring their keys to sing, they don't sing according to the key of the song. So, you bring your key from your house, different, so it depends on how it is. And then, you keep doing that back and forth. Depending on the size of the venue. If it's as big as this very big studio, for instance, the karaoke jockey has to go to every table in the lounge at least 2-3 times during a 2-hour show. It's very vital because you don't know when somebody wants to sing. And in this part of the world, people need to be pushed.
You need ginger.
So you have to go to each table and say, someone will look at you and go, I don't want to sing.
I'm glad that you said that, because earlier you were talking about karaoke kiosks here and there, having all this small stuff around. I think the major part of doing karaoke is the hailing, the push, and the fact that that people are
There's an
listening.
audience.
How much people would a kiosk be able to accommodate? If the person coming to sing is the one paying, the other people, what do? Do they just stand around? Is it like a local match where people are just, okay, that person is singing? How does that work?
So it's not really a kiosk. It's a setup. It's a TV, the karaoke machine, the database, and then 2 microphones, which is in a public place.
Okay.
Technically, So you can go, after you've paid, you pick your song, you pick your mic, and you sing. People are watching you. Most times, the people around will start singing with you.
Okay.
Most times. They'll just start mouthing. The ones that are confident enough to stand up and come and look at the screen like, what's happening? Like, it's still new. It's still very, very new,
Yeah.
So people are still coming to figure out what exactly is going on. There are lyrics, so they do that, and then that's how it happens, basically.
Oh.
And then the audience part, some people just want to sing. There are karaoke lovers who just want to sing. And they just want to sing. There are different karaoke machines. There's the big one. There's the one that comes with screen. There's the small karaoke microphone that you can use any time of the day to sing alone with your phone. Yeah.
All right, we'll take a video of, we have this little clip containing the video where he was doing his thing. Maybe that way we'll be able to get a clearer picture of what we're talking about. We'll be back.
All the plans you get in my mind. I think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness. You think I'm crying on my own, lying. And I didn't want to write a song, cause I didn't want anybody thinking I still care, I don't. But you still hit my phone, and baby, I've been moving on. And I think you should do something I don't wanna hold back. Baby, you should know. Sing along. My mama don't like me, she likes everyone. Yeah, that's right. And I never lied to admit that I was wrong.
Well, that's very interesting. I'd like to experience it. Olawode, what do you say after now?
Darling, sincerely, I am already in love. I could bring my bear, right?
Oh, definitely. It's more
Your
fun.
what?
He's,
How did you understand what he was talking about?
he said he's... I mean,
Right?
yeah, it makes a lot of sense now. We communicated. I mean, you could also bring your... you know,
Ah,
I mean,
you
it
have a
would-
cough.
Oh,
You need cough.
you know, it's really cold in here, so it's just... But then you could build you could bring, you know...
It's actually interesting, but something keeps coming to mind. To be a karaoke jockey, like how much how much do I need to start?
Capital.
To start off, about, depending on the package you want to take on, if you have a computer already, which is all you need, computer, an HDMI cable, with 100,000 you can start.
Wow.
Yes. And yeah, or less.
What would be a person's ideal environment to start up such a business?
So right now there's a big need in the industry for great karaoke jockeys.
Okay.
And there are people doing karaoke, but there's a big gap for someone who is very, very good, you know, and the market lacks it. I get called from lounges and bars every time we need a host. We have karaoke, we need a host. We have karaoke, we need a host. This is our budget. The lounges want to pay, you know, but then the talent has to be there. It's not just someone who wants to come and hustle and say, it's another hustle, you know.
I was going to say that. Could it be a side hustle or something?
It could be a side hustle if the talent is there. The talent, the hunger. I mean, I'm someone who loves the heart and I love everything. I love the stress of running. The video, you'll see me running up. I'm with these people, I'm jumping with these people, I'm on the system. It's the next minute. I'm talking with someone the next minute. I love that hustle.
So an introvert cannot really function as a jockey.
You can be an introvert, and once you get your mic, you'll be extroverted. I mean, it's
I like that. I like that. Some people have actually said there's a spirit on the mic, once you grab it, it takes you over.
Yeah, basically. I mean, preparing for an event, I don't really have a structure to prepare for an event, no matter how big the event is. I get there, I calm myself, and I know once I get the mic, I don't have any ground entrance. I just start talking. You know,
what about children? I know that children are, who should be anyway, the major audience in this situation. How often do you attend to children? What kind of songs? Do you have nursery rhymes that they can sing? How do you carry them along? Because what you need to carry along, like this, because I don't know what people are talking about.
No, not he's not the he's not the
I have
People have issues. You just don't know it. So, what you need to carry an elderly person along, or a young lady or guy, is different from what you need to carry along a 3, 4, 5-year-old. So, what do you do in those situations?
So there are databases. There are some songs that are for kids. There are like
that they
collections.
know already.
Yes,
Okay.
collection. So what we found out recently is that kids know all these songs.
Even the
They know this song more than
Davidos
you.
and
They know it more than you, hunting.
really.
Yes.
this is really funny.
You know, they know it more than you. They know it way more than you.
But you don't want them to sing it because some of the X-rated words.
Yes.
Also, so you censor some of the songs you give them.
Okay.
You can censor what you give them.
Do you do that?
So we censor from the content creation.
Okay.
There are some songs that we will not create. We will have it.
Okay.
We may not put it on the list,
Okay.
you know, but we will have it. But if someone wants to sing it, you know, before now we focused on the lounges and the bars. Nothing is X-rated in the lounges and the bars. It's an adult environment. But now that we are in the retail environment, then the songs we have are tuned to all ages. And we are very, very, I mean, I particularly am very sensitive. There are some events that, there are some jokes I won't bring up. There are some kinds of hyping I won't do. There are some types of things I won't just say because I know it's kids friendly. I mean, most people don't get it. I mean, the industry these days is fighting with understanding audiences. You know, some songs, you go to some places and they play some kind of songs that you're wondering, no, you shouldn't be playing this kind of song in this kind of environment, you know. You know, like the funniest one I know is Harry Song's Reggae Blues being played at a wedding.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it beats me. It's one of the funniest things. But then some people just like doing them. It's not appropriate. So you know, once you know it's not appropriate, you don't do it.
We've been talking with Mr. Segun Ayoade, who is a karaoke jockey, and we've been talking about karaoke jockeying, opening our eyes. I'm feeling very lucky at the moment. I'm thinking, I've had a program.
You take your.
I'm taking myself, except I'm my. That's the situation.
You can't be your. Yeah, somebody else has to be the. You know.
Right.
We'll take a break. Continues in a moment.